Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god. I've just been having like a slight headache. I just realized that I have not taken tea in 2 days. That's the reason. Welcome on board. Wow. Ah, la, la, la. Let me take one potato. Sweet potato. Wow. Oh, Richard, how are you doing? Happiest of Fridays, my cool buddy Wambui. Hey, you, Richard. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? You seem to be up early. Oh, it's 3 p.m. here, so it might be 7 over there. 7 a.m. How are you guys doing? I'm on my way to work. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. And I just started streaming right now. I just started streaming. I've not been feeling great. Like I've been having such a not I have a flu, but other underlying issues. But also like you gotta show up. So you guys kindly like the live stream. Richard says I woke up, so that's a good start. That's a good start. That's honestly that's literally a great, not even a great start. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Huh. So, do you drive to work or do you take a train? What do you guys do out there? Like, but I think in the US almost everybody got a car. It's like a basic need. A car out here is literally a luxury. It's only the rich people who have a car out here. Oh, city bus. Okay. Okay, so that's how you're able to join into the live stream. Because I'm like, if you're driving, then you're doing the wrong thing being on your phone. I have this sweet potato. Yeah. Okay. City bus. Uh-huh. Richard says, I'm working 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Wow. Oh, that's 9 a.m. to 5. Okay. Okay, wow. That's a lot of that's a lot of time, but I think it's good time. I am a car detailer. Wow. Okay. You're about to motivate me to get a car just to bring it for detailing in Ohio. Did you say Eastern Ohio? Southeast. I think you said Southeast Ohio. Okay. Wow. Car detailer. Okay. Doma says, good afternoon from Eastern Germany. No sunshine today. Oh my God. Welcome to the stream, Thomas. How are you? How are you doing? So no sunshine today, but are you happy? Richard says yes. Richard says Northeast Ohio. Oh, Northeast Ohio. See, I remember details about you guys. Okay. So I'm here eating a sweet potato. Like, I'm just trying not to eat. I said, like, I will not eat meat. What else? Also, I'm trying not to have a lot of carbohydrates. Yeah. I think I've been neglecting myself when it comes to like eating. Richard says, I hope you feel better. I hope so too, because I literally just want to stream. I just want to stream. I just want to go after my dreams. But when I don't have energy, especially these, You know, you guys are here because of my energy. Like you like my energy. Some of you are here because you think I'm pretty, but most of you are here because you like the conversations we have every day. But you can't have that if you are not feeling great. But I'm trying. CJ says good morning. Good morning, CJ. It's been a minute. How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Okay, so today we are gonna do like a little bit of a game. Like I'm trying to spice things up on like here, because honestly I'm trying to get so I already have 1,000. So we got to 1,000 subscribers. Yay, thank goodness, thank you for the support. But now we need 4,000 watch hours. Okay, to monetize the channel we need 4,000 watch hours. Okay, I already have 1,000. So I'm like, how are we gonna get the extra 3,000? So I literally need to like maybe stream continuously without stopping. I don't know. So just to tell you guys, you by being here, you're literally helping me out. Richard says, have a stellar, safe, warm, and beautiful day, buddy. Okay, maybe have a good evening and good night, because it's evening right here. Okay. Oh, have a good day. Have a great one, Richard, and hope you get a good day at work. Wow. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. Thomas, CJ, everybody. So I'm just having sweet potatoes here. I might. Very well cooked. So I think we're gonna do a little bit of like the games of this or that and stuff like that. So that's what you're gonna be doing. Yeah, but we're not gonna start right away. Let's first of all hang out. You know what? And while we do that, let me make a cup of tea. Guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Oh, I don't know if I've ever. Thomas says your cuddly bear. Your cuddly bear is very lonely. I don't think he is. Bear. I don't think he is. But even if he is today, I don't feel like cuddling. See, that's the reason why you should get a bear, because it only cuddles when you want it to cuddle. You understand? Like, not every time. It's not in the cuddly mood every other time. Not like a human being. Like, when they want to cuddle, you have to cuddle. With a bear, you cuddle it when you want to. Ooh. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. My good name is Wamboy. Also, let me know what do you guys usually have during the day? Like, What's your diet? I might do a video that start because I just want to get healthy right now because oh my god, my body is saying nope, nope, don't eat that, don't eat that. Okay, you know what? Let me get real vulnerable with you guys. Have any of you guys ever had hemorrhoids? I know you're like, why would I say if I have hemorrhoids? Have any of you ever had hemorrhoids? Okay, now I'm making a cup of tea. Wow, I'm realizing when you put a sweet potato, you put it inside, you put it inside this, what are these called? Are these mangoes? And she says, oh my god. Wait, oh my god. Welcome to the stream. If you put like, if you do like this, I don't know what's the name. This is not a mango. An orange. And you eat, it tastes so good. Wow. Maybe it's the scent. Or am I pregnant? Ooh, because wow. Why do that taste so good? Tawanya Malone Zimbodo says, hi, beautiful. Hi to you, Tawanya. Good to see you. How are you doing? Where are you watching me from? Guys, when you tune in, let me know your country. Why do you read your like, oh my god? Oh, because my phone is translating. Did you type in another language? Oh, you wrote your. You eat very, very healthy. I'm trying. You guys, I don't know if you've ever had hemorrhoids. Have any of you ever had hemorrhoids? Do you know what's hemorrhoids? Okay, because I was trying not to make this. Tawana says, I'm good. I'm from Zimbabwe. Welcome here. I was trying to like not use the laptop today. I don't feel like doing any work. Like, so when you type in another language, my phone is translating. Let me check what you said. My phone is just automatically translating. Welcome to the live stream, guys. My good name is Wamboy. Let's get this done. So I have like a bunch of questions like yesterday's, the ones that is like a game literally. Where are you from? I'm Kenyan. Francis Ogbarka says hi. Hi to you, Francis. Good to see you. Did you guys watch the World Cup? Where is everybody? I did not watch, but of course I was following on social media. Why is everybody in African countries advocating for? Why was everybody advocating for Mexico instead of South Africa? African countries, what was going on? Why is everybody advocating for Mexico instead of South Africa? What am I missing? Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. My good name is Wamboy. Yes, we are here. I'm asking you a vulnerable question. Have any of you guys ever had hemorrhoids? Hemorrhoids. Do you know what's hemorrhoids? Have any of you ever had hemorrhoids? Okay. Ensha says, oh, I'm trying to see what Enshash was saying and what was that? Oh my god. No, I think you just wrote, oh my god. YouTube is translating. Where is the kids? Which kids? I don't have kids. Oh, maybe you're talking about the a kid you've seen on my channel. If so, that's my niece. I don't have children. Guys, welcome on the channel. My good name is Wamboy. So spend an afternoon with me. I have some sweet potatoes and tea. I'm making some tea right now. So we are about to come here. I have a bunch of like gaming questions here. We are about to do that. Okay. So, but before then, let me know the country you're watching me from. You know what? Let me put you guys something here. Comment with your country's flag. Hey, thank you. Guys, let's like the live stream. Luele Keras Govida says hi. Hi to you. Good to see you. So guys, comment with your country's flag as we begin. Comment with your country's flag. Canada. What's your country's flag? Cows. How are you, cows? Wow, I kind of need to remove this. And for your information, guys, I haven't changed from yesterday. I'm still wearing the same shirt. I have not showered. So that's it right there, but I will. Comment with your country's flag. Let me get the tea. Ugh. Oh wow. Aisha says hoodies or jacket. Which one do you wear more often? I think I wear hoodies more often, although right now I did buy myself some trench coats. Okay, can I get a Canadian flag? Honestly, if I ever saw a Canadian flag, I wouldn't know it. Can I get a Canadian flag right there? Guys, comment with your country's flag. Also remember to like and subscribe. Hoodies or jacket? I think I would go with hoodies. I like hoodies. Nene and Dom. Which flag is that? Wow. Okay, that's Canadian flag. Which flag is that? Zimbabwe from Nene. How are you, boy? I'm good. How are you doing? Luele Kera Govinda says neighbor from Uganda. Okay, I think I know as a Ugandan flag. Germany, Deutschland. My Deutschland. Ich spreche Deutsch. Nana says Zimbabwe. Okay, seems like I got that right. I don't know this flag. And Shash, what flag is that? Which country is that? Can people guess which flag is that? Honestly, I've never seen that flag. Maybe I have, but I've never paid attention. Which flag is that? Which country is that? Which flag is that? Let me play games with you guys here. Let me see if this is gonna take you here. Which flag is that? Oh my god, look at how I have a big head. No. Sri Lanka. Aisha says Sri Lanka. A lion wielding a sword. You could remember it that way. Oh wow. No way, God, where did I tap? Okay, let me. Wow, that's Sri Lanka. Is Sri Lanka a country or is it in India? Sorry for being ignorant. Lord. Okay, so yeah. What did I just? Oh. Okay, now this is. I'm having some fun here. No way. Guys, no way. How do I remove this? None of them. Sri Lanka. Wow. Guys, comment with your country's flag. Okay, so brown sugar. So I have a cup of warm water. And then brown sugar. How many spoons? 3 small spoons. It's a country island in South East. I have seen somebody, a lady that this lady, I think she came from like Netherlands or something. She was dating this Indian guy. So, but I thought Sri Lanka is in India, because I think you guys, they look like Indians. But sorry for my ignorance. Sri Lanka. Guys, keep commenting with your country's flag. Can you imagine? Would you ever get Would you ever guess where that flag is from? The one from Enshaj, and it says it's from Sri Lanka. Enshaj says it's a country. Luele Kara Govina says their foreheads are better. Okay, do you guys want me in filters or in my natural state? Let's see what people will say. Forehead, I think I look crazy. It looks childish. Okay, so Kenyan tea, Kenyan Kericho Gold. Tea bag. You know, I've been thinking about, I'm that type of person. I drink tea every day. If I don't, I have a headache. So I was just sitting here the whole day. Of course, you guys have told you from yesterday that I'm not feeling well. So I was like, okay, now this disease that I have is even affecting me, like giving me headaches. But I just remembered yesterday I didn't drink tea and today I haven't drank tea. So that's why I'm having a headache. And Sha says, similar to how most forks is easily confuse Koreans with Chinese and Japanese forks. Oh my god, those, all of those usually look kind of similar. Although for me, I think I can identify the Chinese. I can differentiate the Chinese. It's usually the, what are they called? What are they called? The Koreans and Japanese, those are the ones that I can't differentiate. They look so similar, like twins. And then everybody looks like everybody when it comes to this. Okay, you see, like the way Black Fox, I think everybody looks different. When it comes to Asians, I think I think you guys look similar. Wow. It needs some more sugar. Mm-hmm. Sugar, sugar. Comment with your country's flag. And we are just getting started. I have a bunch of questions here, like the Q&A style that we've been doing. Okay. And you guys subscribe. So I'm going to be launching that, but let me first deal with this headache by drinking tea. I was gonna take a Tylenol, but I know now I know my problem. I have not drunk tea in, like, you know, we are addicted to something. We are all addicted to something. For me, I'm addicted to tea. Tea. Is it, what does tea contain that is addictive? I don't know. But whatever. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Would you rather... Okay, let me type the question instead of reading it out loud. Okay, welcome to the live stream, everybody. Okay. That's the question. Do you have a special flag just for yourself? No, I would like to think that I'm a green flag. I don't have. You guys can give me a personal flag. If you have an idea, give me a personal flag. You know, I'm thinking about, like, when I finally make it here, I'm thinking about, like, starting, like, you know, this is like kind of like, I don't consider this to be professional streaming. So I can have a streaming room and then with a whole flag right there. So guys, we have something on the screen. So I don't have a flag, Thomas, but you guys can give it to me. Guys, like the live stream and subscribe. Would you rather have $1 million today or $10 million in 10 years? Would you rather have $1 million today or $10 million in 10 years? Do you have a flag for yourself, Thomas? Would you rather have $1 million $1 million today or $10 million in 10 years? Would you rather have $1 million today or $10 million in 10 years? Wow. Okay. I know you guys, you all use knives and spoons for everything. Here in Africa, we use hands for everything. Not like I don't have spoons. I have spoons, but I feel like my hand is way better. Okay. Would you rather have $1 million today or $10 million in 10 years? So, would you rather be given $1 million today, right now, or $10 million that you know you will be given in 2036? Which one would you rather have? Let's see. And Shah says $1 million today and distribute it to everybody around me. Why would you distribute it to everybody around you? Like, don't they have hands to go and work? $1 million and distribute? Are you kidding me? Why would you think about distributing? Would you rather have $1 million today or $10 million in 10 years? Because I hate capitalism. Okay? What does capitalism mean to you? Guys, there's a question on the screen. Make sure you're answering. Let us know yours. Doma says, I'd rather have $1 million now. Who knows what things will be like in 10 years? Maybe the end of the world. Who knows even if you'll be here? Okay. You know, Ansha says you hate capitalism. What does capitalism mean to you? But think about it. If you take the $1 million and then you go through it right now, in 10 years, in 2036, and then you're still here, you would be like, God, I wish I did it. I wish I waited. Kuri Pot Wang says, hey sweetie, hey you. How are you doing? Good to see you. We have something on the screen. Difficult topic, one boy might get controversial. Yeah, we are here for that. We are here for that. You know, I was talking about how like the society is getting very, of course, capitalism. Like right now, there's nothing is free right now. We are in a society that, especially, I think US is the capital city of capitalism. Like they buy everything. Have you ever seen people going to buy wood from a grocery store, like wood to heat up the house? Like what? Okay, that's why I was telling you guys, when I make enough money, I'm just going to go and build like a small little house in our farm and just stay there because I'm just tired. Doma says, besides, I could travel the world nicely with my girlfriend. Okay. Right now, but what happens in 10 years you're still here in 10 years, you've already exhausted the $1 million that you got, and then you are like, you wish you waited for that time, spending money on things they don't need. Also, I feel like the government and the countries, they're the ones who want capitalism, okay? And the way everybody, we are being encouraged to buy city houses, we are being encouraged to live near everything. For example, like, right now I can tell you guys, like, honestly, I am tired with city life, to be really honest. Not like that, but I am just tired that the fact that if I'm not able to pay rent in this house, I'm out. I'm supposed to be out. Okay, I don't think that's how life is meant to be lived. We are meant to be free, my friends. Luella Kara says the 1 million can be invested and get the 10 million. Woo! Wow! Nice outlook. Nice outlook. Okay, guys, let's keep going on this one. Would you rather have $1 million today or $10 million in 10 years? And if I miss your comment, let me know, because I honestly today I don't want to use the laptop. I want to be unprofessional today because would you rather have $1 million today or $10 million in 10 years? Wow. Luella says that he could get the $1 million right now and invest it and generate the 10 million. But you're not sure. You could also invest it and then you lose all of it. You know something about me, something that I fear the most. If I have $100,000, honestly, sometimes I'm like, okay, for example, with the $1 million, for someone will go and invest them, but some other people, they will buy what they need. Let's say they will get themselves a nice home, they will get themselves a nice retirement home, a nice car, and then they would put the rest of the money in a bank, in a saving account. Okay, but for somebody else, they will go and invest and not buy anything that they want, but just invest so that they can have money for the future. Okay, but I'm that type of category where I think I would buy something that I want because I am scared of losing money. And I know that's why I don't make money. Because risk, like, honestly, I would rather if I have 100 shilling, I would rather eat the 100 shilling and see it. I have exhausted it, I've used it. Instead of investing and then I lose it, because that's the worst thing that could happen. Doma says money isn't everything in life. Staying healthy is important too, and living a healthy life, happy life, is in peace. Okay, Thomas, I think you say that because, like, maybe, let's say, money is not a problem for you or something, or you've not struggled enough. For some of us who, like, poverty have been the order of our days here on earth, I mean, I think money is something, my friend. Is not everything, but I think money is something. What do you guys think? Like, can you sit here and say that money is not anything? Can we really truly do that? Can we truly do that? Because I think, honestly, I'm not able to do that. When you experience difficulty, so much difficulties in your life, I think you're not able to say money is not everything. Unless you got money in your bank. That's why when you're able to say that, that's just my opinion. And she says, what is money? It's a human concept. And I hate who's, I was thinking about, what if we decided the whole world, we are not doing, we will not be doing anything to do with money anymore. Okay, what if we decided to destroy the concept of money and remove it from the equation? Like, what would make people motivated to do things? Honestly, I feel like it's good to have money, but without the money, if we, as a society, if we decide we're not gonna be working with money, we remove money. Can you imagine? Close your eyes and imagine a life without money in the equation. Okay, so which means if you need a service, you gotta do it yourself, because no one will be willing to do anything. Honestly, I kind of see the importance of money. It makes people to be innovative. Wow, yeah, that's the concept of money. It's mostly resources. Yeah, it is resources. Wow. You can't buy happiness and love. Oh, yeah, you cannot buy happiness and love, but at the same time, the happiness, especially the love, you need money to maintain the love, to be really honest. Because even if you're in love, will you guys eat the love? No, I don't think so. You guys will not eat the love at the end of the day. Okay, guys, would you rather have $1 million today or $10 million in 10 years? Okay, so also let me know where you're watching me from. Woo! Beatrice to Sima says hi. Hi to you. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? How are you doing? Wow. I didn't want to work with the laptop, but it's just difficult not to. It's so heavy on my lap, especially now that I'm not feeling great. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. Let's do this. Would you rather have $1 million or $10 million in 10 years? Da-da-da. Make sure you're liking the live stream and subscribing. Oh no. Okay, let me start doing the next question. Okay, let me the next one. Okay, so yeah, up to the next question. One country you would move to tomorrow. One country you would move to tomorrow. Name one country you would move to tomorrow. Okay, I'm about to learn about your favorite countries, guys. That's where we are at. Okay, one country you would move to tomorrow. And Shah says money doesn't have to be the main reason for purpose. That's where capitalism exploits this idea and continues to remain as the dominant worldview. Okay, money doesn't have to be the main reason for purpose. And you know what? That's what it is. Like, that's what it is. But let me tell you, unfortunately, that's where we are at. Money is the main reason. At this point, money is literally the main reason for purpose. Okay, if let me tell you, if there wasn't money involved, most of us would not be doing the things that we are doing. Okay, if money was not involved, or if money was not a problem, what would you be doing right now? That's another question that you need to ask yourself. For me, I think maybe I would be traveling all over the world if money wasn't a problem. What else I would be doing? I would like to know different places. If money wasn't a problem, Luella says, oh, hey Beatrice, to see me. Are you guys from South Africa? To see me? Is it a South African name? Okay. Yeah, money, unfortunately, money right now is kind of like the only reason for existing. Not like the only reason that people wake up in the morning to keep going. You know, I keep wondering, before money was invented, I know they used to do exchanging of goods, barter trade, and that's how at the end of the day they came up with the currency. But can you imagine, before we had to think about money, what were people doing? Like, what were people doing? What were they getting themselves into? Like, how would you know, as far as you're full, I think it was just they were just living for food, like just to get full. Guys, like the live stream and subscribe. And she says, I swear most folks can take a stand for themselves. Imagine all the workers came together and choose not to go and work for the business and the companies exploiting them with poor work conditions. Okay. Wow. William Martin says HR. How are you doing, William? Good to see you. What is HR? Is that an initial for a country? One country you would move to tomorrow. Name one country you would move to tomorrow. Okay. It's getting hot. I need to remove this shirt. What will I wear? And she says, at a large scale and thought critically for themselves, then eventually there wouldn't be 5% of the population holding like 99% of the wealth. Okay? Yeah, unfortunately. Guys, one country you'd move to tomorrow. If of course the dynamics are and all of that. Doma says, honestly, I would love to live in Kenya, but there are some things I don't like. So I only go to Kenya for vacations. Okay, let me know some of the things that you don't like about Kenya. Okay. You know, I feel like people like encourage others to move to countries, especially African countries, especially if you're coming with your euro or your dollar. Okay, it seems it's more powerful out here, but of course you have to be willing to let go of the lifestyle that you are living, because here things are done differently. Okay, we don't have, for example, one thing that I would change about my country is the road. Okay, what we usually do on the road, like we don't obey the traffic signs, um and then the driving is so dangerous, we drive so dangerously. What else? There's so many things. Also that, like how we dispose our garbage, like Why would we not have a system that works when it comes to garbage? Uh, Williams Martin says, "Are you dingo? Are you dingo? Did you mean am I single? No, I'm not single." Uh, William says, "I stay on Scotland." Scotland! Wow! For the first time in this channel, we have someone from Scotland. Clap your hands. Welcome here, William. Risha says, "Oh." Thomas says, "For example, the corruption in Kenya experienced it firsthand." Okay, do you mind telling us about it? Let me tell you. Okay, first of all, so I was born on the 2nd of June, okay? So some years back, I don't know if it was last year or the other year, I was doing my passport. Okay, let's wind up, okay? When I turned 18, I needed to have an identity card, okay? But my birth certificate was messed up. Instead of being written that I was born on the 2nd, it was written that I was born on the 21st, okay? And then on the other end, it was written that I was registered before I was born. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see how that can come into place. So when I was taking my ID, they refused to give me an ID. So which means I went and I had, okay, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. But what happened is like I did something and eventually I got the ID with the date on the birth certificate, okay? So when I went to do my passport, they are really vigorous. Okay, they caught that because it was literally the government's mistake. Okay, can you imagine, like I had to pay somebody to get an ID, like to get another ID with my real names, like, and it was not small money, and I was traveling back and forth being told come here, go there, and all of that. Yeah, so the corruption, you literally, if you give money, your services go quick. If you don't, you're stuck. You're literally stuck. Esha says, "Have you heard of Kilifi County? Another streamer I watch stays there." Oh, what is his name? My partner does have a dream of moving to Kilifi, but I was looking. I've never been to Kilifi, but I know I have heard about Kilifi. So we were looking on Google. I looked on Google Earth. It seems like the videos that I see on TikTok, I just see the ocean and all of that. But what I see on Google Earth, it just looks like some place where it's just left alone. There's no people. Uh, but I just didn't like it on Google Earth. Who have ever been to Kilifi to tell me if it's a good place? Honestly. And how would you find like a already built house there? A beautiful one with like American standards or something. Flashable bathroom and all of that. Georgia says, "I don't want to move to any country. I hate starting again." Wow, good perspective. Where do you live in, Georges? I think you had told me the other time. Sorry, I forgot. Wow. Okay, you don't want to start again. I hate starting again. Unfortunately, like for me right now, I can't say that I can't move to another country because most probably I will. Okay, but also I have to admit, moving to another country can be one of the most it can be a good one because it's a new beginning, but you imagine you're moving away from your family, you're moving away from everything that you know, you're moving away from everything. Lueleka said, Gogina says, "I would like Kenya, but Kenyans banage." What's banage? Let me see here if I can be able to see. What's banage? Banage. What's that? Guys, keep telling me which country you're watching me from. One country you would move to tomorrow. Which country would you move to tomorrow without even thinking twice? William says, "I was born Betron 2962. What does that mean?" And she says her name is Sharon Kataka. She goes by Sherry K, another cool Kenyan streamer. Oh, okay, Sharon Kataka. Okay, so by the way you see on the stream, does she show the background? Is it beautiful? How does it look like? Honestly, I'm asking because I know somebody firsthand who literally is dying to move there, but I keep discouraging them. I keep telling them like I can't move to a sunny area. Like fun fact, people think that Africa is hot. That's what people honestly think. Okay, but let me tell you, where I was born, we rarely see the sun. Okay, it's very cold and stuff like that. So telling me to move to a place like Kilifi that's hot. It has to be beautiful. The house has to be worth it for me to move to a hot area. Insatiable is my name, says good morning, God bless. Good morning, Insatiable. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? One country you would move to tomorrow and why? One country you would move to tomorrow and why? George says, and also culture shock. Yeah, yeah. George, which country did you say you're from? Yeah, culture shocks. I think for you to move, especially for those of you who are in Europe or US, Canada, these countries, first world countries, when you move to Africa, okay, let me tell you first of all, what they show online is not the actual representation of Africa. And I keep saying that it's not the actual representation of Africa. But I gotta tell you, like, that the what you see online sometimes is not far from the truth, okay? So you will experience so many culture shocks, okay? I feel like you will feel the weight of starting over. You're going to a place, a new language. Yes, people can speak in English, but they don't speak in English in their everyday conversations. Yeah, so yeah, the culture shocks. Culture shocks, Insatiable is my name, says New Zealand or Greece. Why? Why New Zealand or Greece? You wouldn't want to move to Kenya? Anyway, I'm joking. Greece. Wow, Greece sounds nice. Like somewhere where somebody would move to. Doma says, I can travel anywhere in the world. I first visited Kenya in 2007, and now I know your country well. And honestly, Kenya is absolutely beautiful. I know Kenya is absolutely beautiful, especially if you've got some money going on. Okay, I think people, as even most Kenyans have moved abroad to look for opportunities. But if you can have an opportunity here that gives you money, I feel like you can enjoy staying here so much. But if you don't have the money, that's when it becomes, yeah. Aisha says Kilifi County is the coastal side, yeah? Yes, it's the coastal side. Unfortunately, I'm not too sure on boy. So yeah, it's next to the beach. Like, it's actually on the beach, I think so. Guys, welcome to the live stream. My good name is Omboy. Thank you so much. One country you would move to tomorrow. George says that he wouldn't move to any country because he's afraid of starting over. Culture shocks. He doesn't want to experience that, okay? William Martin says, almost my wife 5 years ago. Oh, you married your wife like almost 5 years ago. Interesting. Okay, let's see. One country you'd move to tomorrow. Honestly, like, hey, one country I would move to tomorrow. Maybe I would move to, right now at the place where I'm at in life, maybe I would move to the US to be with my partner. Only that. Yeah. At this point, maybe US, but it's not my dream country. Like, I would like maybe to go to some place like Canada. That's my dream country, or a country that I kind of like admire. But where I would move to tomorrow, I feel like it's US, because I think I would have a lot of support. I will not be starting from scratch, because at least you see, like, for example, when you move to another country on your own, you don't know anybody there. Oh my God, like, can you imagine that? Like, you move to a foreign country, you don't know anybody there, you're starting from scratch. Not to mention you're moving over there. Let's say you move to like UK or US, you have an accent, nobody understands you. Not to mention, you icing to the cake, you're also of the dark skin complexion. And just says, by the way, you're quite eloquent and well versed in the English language. Am I? Yeah, no, I know I am. I'm just playing with you. I know I am. Like, I have studied English, I think, my whole life. Not to mention, like, you guys, the only thing that I do English when I'm on my live stream. No, I speak in English in real life, because mostly I'm on the phone with my partner. So yeah, when you're speaking a language, you kind of like advance on the language. Okay? So one country you'd move to tomorrow. One country you'd move to. For those who have not commented. Oh, she died 5 years ago. Okay, so sorry for that, Martin. So sorry. So sorry for that. Okay. Let's do another one. Ugh, Lord. Don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see my face. And she says, sorry for your loss, William. Oh my god, sorry for your loss. Carl says Kenya. Why Kenya? Why Kenya? Why would you like to move to Kenya? Okay. Which language would you like to be able to speak magically? If you are given a chance, which language do you usually like want so bad to learn how to speak? You guys already know mine, German. I am in love with that language. I practice German every day. I'm not good at it because maybe I only do like a 5 minutes class every day. But for me, my language is German. Which language would you like to magically know? German. Like I like the language. Honestly, I started learning German where I went. So of course, you guys know I went to the university, and I went to this German. It was a German non-governmental organization. Very nice. There was very amazing German people there. But and then from there on, I just fell in love with the language. I started learning German when I was there. There was this guy, he was German, also he was over there. I kind of like had a crush on him. His name was, I think, Kiara or something. I had a crush on him, and but of course, we were never friends. The Germans in that organization were not interacting with the Africans. Like, they were just keeping to themselves, okay? But oh my god, I just liked him. I liked him. I think he looked good. That's what I think. So, but that there's a friend of mine, not a friend of mine, it was a colleague, a guy that I knew over there. So he was also interested in going to Germany. So we just started learning the language. We would learn the language. We would just practice. You would find us in the evening hours. We were there in front of our computers learning and stuff. But the guy actually went to Germany. His name was Tens. Yeah, he literally went to Germany. But I moved away from that organization. I went back to university, and then I just stopped learning German. But now I'm back. So the language that I would rather learn is German. Doma says, I know that many young, well-educated Kenyans are leaving the country, including my girlfriend, who is now in Vancouver, Canada. Okay, I know. Because honestly, if you're staying here and what you got, your education is not being appreciated. I would be lying to you if I told you guys if I got a good opportunity that I wouldn't leave. I would literally do. Because if you're staying somewhere and like your skills is not being appreciated, and if it gets appreciated, you're almost getting paid like somebody who's not even skilled. Like, all the beautiful women, I'd love to see the animals too. Oh, the beautiful women, and you would love to see the animals too. Okay, I think most people travel to African countries to see the animals, to see the elephant, big five. And she says Espanol, Spanish, I guess. Okay, why Spanish? Okay, why Spanish? William Martin says Scottish. Oh, but you're Scottish. I think you already know. You already know. You already know how to speak in Scottish. And she says German is fun. Watch some couple of shows from there. I suppose easier to learn due to similarities with English. Yeah. Did you know that I even asked Google, and Google said that like most of the words in English, they are a combination of the German language with French and a little bit of Italian. There is a lot of similarities. For example, and I know Thomas is like, why are you trying to teach us my language? But it was fascinating to learn that how to say my man, like you say my man, like, but the German version is with two N's, and then in English you just remove one N. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next question. One thing you're grateful for today. One thing you're grateful for today. Da, da, da. For me, I think I'm just grateful for life. That I get a chance to try again. Hmm. I think I look better even without the lighting. Like, I usually like use a ring light for my show, but honestly, this is without the ring light during the day. Wow, I think I'm in love with myself. Wow. And Shash says, I kinda can speak and write French since my many international schools here prioritize uh, franchise in their curriculum. Okay, do you know there is African countries whose official language, most West African countries, is it West Africa? I think so. I don't know. Most West African countries have English as their official language. Not English, French. They have French as their official language. Wow, interesting. Like over there, if of course you if you would travel over there, you don't know their local languages and you don't know French, you need a translator. David Jomin says hi. Hi to you, David. Good to see you. Welcome here. How are you doing? Welcome back on the channel. And she says they used to be French colonies, yep, like Senegal. Okay, so if you were to travel there without, and you don't know the local language and you don't know French, like, you would have a hard time. And I think also that's a consideration when you're thinking about moving or going to countries. You should look at the languages that you know. William Martin says, do you smoke? No, I don't. I don't. Do I look like a smoker? Do I look like a smoker? But honestly, I am against. I don't like cigarettes. Or I don't like even being around people who smoke cigarette. But when it comes to any other thing, you can just smoke. I don't care. But cigarette is just disgusting for me. Like, why would you want to smell that way? Okay. One thing you're grateful for today, guys. Oh. What's the color of this cup? Nabat Patterson says, "One love Jamaica." Oh my God, you're from Jamaica. I want, I want to visit Jamaica. Are you from Jamaica? Jamaica. Like when I get money, I'll go to Jamaica. I'll visit Jamaica. Down there when the nights again and the sunshine daily on the mountain top. I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop, but I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town. Down at the market, you can hear ladies cry out while on their heads they bear. Akira is so fish are nice and the rum is good any time of year. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town. Sounds of laughter everywhere, and the dancing girls swing to and fro. I must declare my heart is there, though I've been from Maine to Mexico. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is spinning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town. Risha says, as a film student in the past, almost impossible to escape running into those who smoke, okay? William Martin, hello. Esha says, one boy, do you know the Jamaican accent? I've heard about it, but honestly, I don't know if I can be able to imitate. Tabio Von says, Tai Bivon says, Kikuyu. Yeah. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the live stream. One thing you're grateful for today. For me, it's just being alive. Being alive, being here. I don't take that for granted. Uh, let's see. Okay, let's see this. So, moving on. Do you guys consider flirting to be cheating? Nabat Patterson says, I love it. Oh, welcome. Is you love the song? Okay, thank you. Is flirting cheating? And guys, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Welcome. So, do you guys consider flirting to be cheating? Is flirting cheating? Let's find out. Is flirting cheating? Uh-huh. Okay. John Fowler says, good afternoon, my friend. Good afternoon to you, John. Good to see you. How are you doing? Georgie says, what the heck? Okay. Ah. Let me see what you guys can say. Don't make me vomit. Why? What's going on? Ah. Okay, this is fun. Odori says, are you big, Hubert? Yes, why? Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Like the live stream and subscribe. My good name is One Boy. Oh, I look like a squirrel? Wow. Don't say that. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. We have a question on the screen. Is flirting cheating? Is flirting cheating? Seems like you guys don't think that I'm beautiful. Is flirting cheating? Wow. Where can I get here? Here on the channel. Let me stop playing with you guys. You guys can't take a joke, can you? Extra eyes. Da, 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 da. me.Let says, I like your Donald Trump color hair. Do you? Do you think he's beautiful? Oh, you know, I have two different types. Which one? I have this color and I have this color. Which one do you prefer? Oh, this one. Okay. So, guys, which teams are playing today? The lighter color. The lighter one looks like Donald Trump's hair. I like it. Okay. You like it? Okay, okay. It's good to be patriotic. You like your president, don't you? George says, flirting is never cheating. I flirt with my friend's wife all the time. No, why would you do that? Does he know you flirt with her? Like, is flirting cheating? Guys, do you consider flirting to be cheating? Audrey says, are you married? No, I'm engaged, but I'm not married. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. My good name is Wamboy. Consider liking and subscribing. We have a question on the screen. Is flirting cheating? Let's know your answer. Is flirting cheating? Let's know your answer. Okay, let me stop playing with you guys. You guys can take a joke. She looks like a, Judge says, she looks like a gold mine. Oh, I look like a gold. Oh, because of the hair. But you guys, I have had so many compliments over this hair. Like, I didn't even think this is my style. Like, I can make this to be my signature look. But do you get is flirting cheating? Okay, somebody said, oh, you judges, you said that you flirt with your you said that you flirt with your friend's wife. Is that a good thing? Pima says love from New Zealand. New Zealand, yay! What's the time in New Zealand? You know, you guys, people who have been here before know that I'm fascinated by time zones. So what's the time in New Zealand? Not you, my friends. No, I exactly heard you, your friend. Oh, okay. Oh, your friend. Okay. The story song says, hi, beautiful, I'm back. Welcome back. How are you doing? We do have a question on the screen. Is flirting cheating? Is flirting cheating? Okay, is flirting cheating? Let me look if you guys are like liking and subscribing. It's 1:17 a.m. Saturday. Wow! Do you know what it is in Kenya? It's 4:17 p.m. It's 4:17 p.m. in Kenya. And today is on a Friday here. The story song says I'm okay. So it's flirting cheating, the story songs. Petro MT says things. How are you doing, Petro MT? Welcome on board. Can you like the live stream? Subscribe, guys. And you guys, you know what else you can do for me is you can stay here. Make sure you stay for 2 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Yeah, we are trying to do the watch hours, guys. We need 3,000 watch hours. Need 3,000 watch hours. I don't know what games we'll start playing here so that you guys can watch for long hours. Okay, but you guys, thank you so much. The other day when I was doing the 1,000 subscribers challenge, you guys just came through. I so appreciate every one of you guys. P1 says the first to get the sun in the whole world, we in the future. Oh, God, you guys are literally in the future. Can you imagine? It's Saturday. It's Saturday, one whatever I am. Like, can you imagine? And we are still in on Friday here. US are just waking up on a Friday. Wow. The story song says it's not okay to flirt when you are with somebody. Okay, exactly what I'm saying. Okay, you know what? Like, but let me tell you, that's what make relationship to feel like you are a prisoner, because you cannot what is it called? You cannot enjoy life. Okay, not in that perspective, but I feel like that's why most people are afraid of like committing to relationships, because now you cannot flirt. When you like somebody, you can tell them that you like them. You know, even when you're in in relationships, you keep seeing people that you like. You're like, oh my god, that person looks amazing, but you cannot be with them because you're in a relationship. That's what it is. Is flirting cheating, guys? Is flirting cheating? Let me know if you think it's cheating. Why do you think it's cheating? William Martin says hi. Hi, William from Scotland. George says I drink tea on inside my friend's house while I flirt with his wife. Wow, that's bold. That's bold. Okay, make sure it doesn't end gruesome. me.Let me says I like your Donald Trump color hair. Okay, I'm gonna check that. Do you like me? P1 says loyalty is a really big part in a relationship. If you are with somebody, it's your own choice. If you wanting to flirt with other people, you should really be in a relationship in the first place. You shouldn't. Okay, you shouldn't. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, honestly, I feel like, but you know what, like sometimes you still like you love your partner, but there's somebody else that you've seen that they are nice, they are beautiful. It's not like you want them, you just want to flirt with them. Maybe, I don't know. Would you forgive your partner if you've caught them flirting with somebody? No, they have not gone an extra step, just flirting. Would you forgive your partner for flirting? Okay, would you forgive your partner for flirting with people? Would you forgive your partner for flirting? If you would, why? Ragnaro says hi. Hi, Ragnaro. Let me know which country you're watching me from. James Flourish says hi. Hi to you. Dennis Kivi says yes. Oh, you would forgive them. Why would you forgive them? Would you forgive your partner if you found them flirting with somebody? Okay. But I feel like we as human beings, we are usually sometimes unrealistic. You expect your partner. You know something that I know for sure. Even if I'm in a relationship, is that I'm not the most beautiful person that my partner will ever see. They will see other people who are beautiful, and I don't expect them to be flirting, but that's just the truth. At some point, they're gonna see somebody who they think is beautiful. Okay, and I think everybody admires what they cannot have, and that's our problem as human beings. We admire what we cannot have. So when your partner feels like they already have you, they stop wanting to be with you, because already they have had you exclusively. The story song says giving a compliment is not wrong, is not flirting. Okay, no, giving a compliment is not wrong, but to the extent of like saying stuff. Okay, Dennis Kibi says, where are you? I'm in Kenya. I'm Kenyan. I was born and raised in Kenya. Is flirting cheating? Let me know you guys' opinion. Is flirting cheating? Ooh, is flirting cheating? And also, you know what? Let me change the question. George says, can you see me? No, I cannot see you. Oh, I wrote a message up there. You wrote, did it come through? You said, oh, the last message you said and I read was, I drink tea on inside my friend's house while I flirt with his wife. That's the last message that you sent. If you wrote another one, probably you used bad word and it didn't come through. YouTube is very specific with that, okay? So do you guys consider emotional cheating? So we were talking about flirting, okay? Emotional cheating is where is whereby you interact with somebody emotionally. You tell them you love them, but you've never touched them, you've never been with them. Like, it is just you've been flirting over the phone, talking for hours and all of that. So do you consider that to be cheating? Okay. Penina Kiriga says, I'm Fednad from Spain. Stand up, please. I want to see you. Now, you need to maybe watch another video and see me standing up. Right now, I'm not standing up. Sorry. Divan Shishamav says, can you explain what you mean by emotional cheating? Yeah, emotional cheating is whereby, like, you interact with somebody emotionally. You tell them you love them and all of that, but you've never been with them, you've never touched them. It's like a form of flirting, but you've taken it to the next level. Bola says, hi to you, good to see you, how are you doing? The story songs, Penina, have some respect. Okay, yeah, no, I feel like they can say anything, but telling me to stand, like, no, you can't tell me to stand. Like, if I'm standing, well and good, but telling me to stand, like, be respectful. George says, but I thought this is a free space to talk freely, right? Yes, it is, but YouTube usually have, like, bad words. I think they usually censor. So you can write a message, you send it, but it doesn't show up on other people's thing. You understand? Divan says, that's definitely cheating. Would you forgive your partner if you call them doing that? They are not involving physically. They've not taken it to the next level. They've not had sex with the so-called person. Would you consider that cheating? Bola says, fine. Okay. Where are you watching me from? So do you guys consider emotional cheating to be cheating? Okay. Do you consider that to be cheating? Yeah, honestly, personally, I think I consider emotional cheating to be cheating, because that means, I feel like, the physical cheating is not the actual cheating, because sometimes some people just maybe involve sexually with others, but they don't mean it. Like, they honestly don't care about that person. But emotional cheating, I feel like, is very dangerous, because getting to know somebody emotionally, that means they already have a connection, which means when they meet physically, they are literally gonna go at it. Like, they're just gonna do it. Divan says, nah, I won't forgive them, because once you start doing it, it won't stop, right? If he says that he'll change, I won't give him a chance, because my self-respect matters a lot, to be honest. Oh, wow. Good for you. Okay. I feel like the whole, maybe when you start, you just don't stop unless you decide to. George says, but I'm the cleanest writer in the stream. I know. There's so many people who have told me here, like, they sent a message, And then I didn't see it, and then they're asking me, why are you skipping my comment? And then I just told them, which word did you use? So what you do when you're typing something into a stream, you type it and then you copy, so that if it doesn't go through, you type it and then you change the words. Okay. Mbola says, I'm from United States of America, son of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the football player. Do you know him? I don't know him. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. Is emotional cheating considered cheating? Okay, is emotional cheating considered cheating? Okay, and while some of you type that, let me type the next question. Okay, one thing you would change about dating. One thing you would change about dating. Let me put on the serum. One thing you would change about dating. Princess Shitobo says, Shitembo says, hi. Hi, Chi, good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? So let me know one thing you'd change about dating. George says, emotional cheating is cheating because you use emotions while admiring a female. Okay? Yeah. Even for the women, and especially for the women, it's more dangerous because women are emotional beings. When your female emotionally cheats on you, just know that she's gone. She's gone. She's gone. Because women have, for men, I think, for men, because they're not emotional beings, so even the physical thing is like be on set. But I think for a woman, emotional cheating is like no way. Okay. Okay. Next question. One thing you would change about dating. So what's one thing you would change about dating? And guys, welcome to the live stream. Can you like the live stream? Make sure you're watching the live stream for at least 10-20 minutes, guys. Oh my god, you guys helped me with the other goal that we had of 1,000 subscribers. So what we do right now, let's do what? Let's get this done. The one for now, we are dealing with watch hours. You know, I like to be honest. One thing you would change about dating. What's one thing you would change about dating? Oh, God, I just like this serum so much. Mbola says Fusinas. What's that? I hope it's not a bad one. Okay, one thing you would change about dating. One thing you would change about dating. Wow, there's a lot of things that I would change about dating. But let me wait to hear you guys' responses. So in the meantime, let me spice things up by looking for the next. And then see how you guys will react. Let's deal with the big head. The story songs, men can also be deep emotional. Oh my god, I'm having so much fun with this one. Help me. I know men can also, but men are only emotional with people that they love. Men are only emotional with people that they love. Carl says, "Are you married?" No, but I'm engaged. JJ says, the one thing I would change about dating is resisting my girlfriend to come with her friends in a date. Oh, why? Why is that? Why wouldn't you want your girlfriend to come with a date? With her friends during the date? Does it interfere with what you guys would have done on the date? Okay. The story songs is not only woman. Okay. Alan Jakes, why are you shouting? Do you know how to turn down the volume on your phone? Do that or keep walking. Carl says congrats. Okay. Thank you so much, you guys. So let's work on the next goal. Hopefully, you all will be here when you celebrate the next milestone. Okay. Alan, like, first of all, you know how to like lower the volume on your phone. So do that or keep walking. Keep walking. Seems like nobody else is complaining apart from you, so I don't care. One thing you would change about dating. So you guys, when I put the other filter for the eyes, most of you are like, "Do you want me to throw up?" Let's see. How do you like this filter? Da 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 da. Oh God, my hand is so big. Carl says he's a lucky man. I hope he knows that. I think he does. Okay. One thing you would change about dating. One thing you would change about dating. Let me change that field. Let me see what else they got here. YouTube. Oh my God. What? Wow. Crazy. The story says, I always say to a woman, if she wants to take somebody with her to feel safe, it's okay. Okay. Because, okay, judges says that, like, he wouldn't want his female to bring friends on a date. Okay. So, okay, maybe it's about feeling safe. If it's about feeling safe, well and good. Because we all know how people have gotten these days. What's the deal with you cows? Haha, Judge says it interferes with the date because I have to pay the bill for the rest of the park. Richmond, I'm whatever says hi to you. Okay, now I need to remove the filter to be serious on that. Okay, you only have to pay for whoever is your date, okay? Like, the other one should pay for themselves. Because you're not interested with the whole group, are you? Wow, I've never thought about it like that. When you bring an extra person, when somebody invites you for a date and then you bring an extra person, that's an extra plate that the man have to pay for. Ukadi Kugwe says the bill being 50-50 sharing formula, so nobody feels cheated if it doesn't work out. Really? No, I feel like the man should take on the bill the first date. What do you guys think? Who should take on the bill on the first date? 50-50. No, I can't imagine. Honestly, if you took me on a date and then tells me to pay, we split 50-50, no. I would pay, but I'm not coming to another date. If you can't even afford to pay for the first meal, what else can you not afford to pay for? No. The story says true. Okay? How do you deal with that? Like, who should pay for the first date? First of all, let's begin there. The man needs to do it, okay? But DK Ugi is talking about like the bill should be, you should split 50-50. Even if it doesn't work out, the man should that's just how I feel, like the man should pay. Judge says, then they should stay away from my table or I will get furious. You want to cause trouble on the first day to start fights? Wow. But you know what? I've never thought about it. Honestly, for me, for a date, like, I have never brought an extra friend. Although, when I go somewhere, I usually, let's say, I have told my friends, oh, I'm going somewhere. So, like, they are on set, like, they could literally just show up the next 2 minutes if I need help. But bringing them to the date, honestly, is like, no. because of course that's another bill that you're putting on your partner or the person you're going on a date with. Okay, but you know what, judges, what would happen is, if they bring an extra person on the first date, you just pick up your bill and the person that you're interested in's bills, and everybody else pays for themselves. Simple. Okay, if she brought like extra two people, those extra two people should pay for themselves. That's just what I think. Guys, what's one thing you would change about dating? What's one thing you would change about dating? Personally, what's one thing that I would change about dating? Hey, there's a lot that I would change. One thing you'd change about dating. One thing you'd change about dating. The story song says it's the man's job to pay the first date. That's how you win a heart. Okay? Now, don't you feel guilty when you have the bill split, like with a woman, with a female, and then you're interested in them? Like, I feel like most men, because they even want to show off that they can take care of you, they will definitely want to take on the bill. Judge says, I call them a pack of wolves. But I will blame my woman. Oh, okay. What? Yeah, seems like you're really furious about that. You're not gonna pay for mouths that you're not, because those are mouths that you don't love. You're not supposed to feed them. Okay. Wow. A pack of wolves. Wolves. Pack of wolves. Wow. Okay. I've never thought about bringing my friends on a date, honestly. It just seems wrong. Can you guys even get intimate? I feel like the purpose of bringing your friends on a date is usually so that if this person gets, like, they tend to be the worst, at least you have some help, okay? But if this is somebody that you trust and like, no, like, don't bring an extra person. When are you gonna be intimate? When are you gonna talk about your personal issues? Dika says, I never feel guilty. Both parties want it as much as the other. Okay, yes, but you're the man. Like, why not take the bill? Why not? But I feel like also that's also you also protect yourself by doing so. So I can also see your side of the story, or I can literally see your view. Like you're protecting yourself by doing that. Wow. Okay. So you guys can keep typing on that. Let me look at the next question. Norma says, it would be nice not to always have to pay, of course. It depends on who does the inviting. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's a good view, honestly. That's a good view. Whoever does the inviting should pay. Because you know you're not about to tell me, oh, one boy, can we go for a coffee date? It doesn't even have to be. For example, right now, you guys know me from here, okay? What if you were to hear, like, I'm in your country, and then you're like, oh, would you mind for a coffee date? Okay, you're the one who have invited me. I didn't tell you that I needed to go for any coffee date. Okay, so because you invited me, you should be able to pay. Although I should have money, I will never say yes to maybe something that I can't afford. I will tell you, can we maybe meet at the park? Okay, but whoever does the inviting You're not gonna invite me for a lunch date in a very expensive restaurant and expect me to pay. No, because that was not my calculation. You said that because you wanted to. Unless you say, oh, can you afford for us to like go to this place, and then we just split the bill and everybody pays for their own bill. George says, but the woman friends are not thinking of the consequences of what will happen if I run away. And leave them behind to start a bill. Why would you think about that? I saw this video where this guy, he's dating one of the girls in the family. Okay, and so he invites everybody for an outing. The mother, the father, brothers. He's like 10 people. So whenever he stands up to have a phone call, like he stands up to have a phone call and he starts walking away, they all stand up and follow him. But see, if you love your female, you would never do that. Like, you would never leave them. But you're so funny, George. Do you know that? Like, they don't think about what would happen if I... That's so funny. Oh my God. Okay, they don't think about what would happen if you walk away. Okay, but why would you think about even walking away? That's why, honestly, that's why I don't eat. Even if I go to a restaurant, somebody and they say order anything, I just don't do that. I order something that, okay, I'll order what I want, but not only what I want, what my pocket says that I can have. Because you're about to sit there and order something for like 3 times the money that you have. And then this person walks away and then you're left there with a lot of shame. No. So another thing, I'm that type of friend where you invite me for anything, I don't order the most expensive thing on the menu unless you order that. Like, I will get what I can afford to. Like, I'm not that type of a person. You see, I see this type of friends where like you like go someplace with them and then they know that they're not the one who are picking up the bill and they just order anything, like even things that they would never buy themselves. Doma says, my 2 ex-girlfriends are married now. There's no problem with staying in touch occasionally. After all, we had a good time together. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. But they are married. But do you call often? Like, do you talk to them often? Like, hey, you know me personally, I don't believe in like the whole hate thing with exes, because the truth is, you are intimate with those people. Like, they will always be part of your story. But calling them to ask them how they are doing is not, especially if they end up being married. Like, no, it's not like we are enemies, but at the same time, like, the whole feel like you can't be friends with someone after you've already slept with them. That's just not possible, my opinion. But you can stay respectful. They cannot be your enemies, but still at the same time, it's either you are that exclusive or you're not. Judge says, because my budget was for me and my woman. Just tell them, like, okay, or tell your woman, like, you know what, you keep showing up with these extra people. Tell them when they tell them that they're going to pay for themselves. Okay, but it also depends with which country, because out here, like, men can barely take their own women for dates. Okay, and then you come with extra mouths, they wouldn't. Okay, so I'm assuming you're from maybe like US or Europe, because out here, like, I literally can see a man telling you straightforward, like, no, I can't afford that. DK says, exactly, when women order what their pockets say they can afford, that will be cool. But when they see it's all on it as all comers, eat as you can, and make it as expensive as possible, then that's when a lesson is asked for. Okay, that I feel like that's a problem. Like, you literally could not buy yourself whatever you are ordering, but because you're not the one who is paying, you're now getting anything. Muzamili, yes, who says yes. Okay, welcome here, guys. Make sure you're liking the live stream and subscribing. My good name is Wamboy. And before you leave, stay with us for a little bit. Stay with us for a little bit. We literally need your time here. Muzamili says hi. Meshach, oh God, I was about to shrap. Meshach says hello. Hello to you, Meshach. Good to see you. Loma says, after all, there's a difference between friends and a relationship. Okay, yeah, okay. I can see that. I can see that you would never be like best friends with them. That's another thing, because I feel like that's some form of cheating. For someone that you've already been exclusive like that with them, you cannot be best friend. Okay, guys, remember there's also, I know we are stuck with the past question, the one that I just removed from the screen, but we also have a question on the screen right now. Should exes stay friends? George says, my exes should never be friends. They will destroy me with gossip about how I treat them. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that can mess your relationship right now, because I feel like as female or some females right now, so that you can get to know your partner, sometimes you want to talk to their exes. You want to know, like, why did you guys separate? If I see like, let's say you're having a bad habit, I want to meet your ex and ask them, like, did you deal with this? Okay, how was it, like, why did you leave, and all of that. Yeah. Now, okay, if we just agreed that like we are not compatible anymore and stuff, and everybody said to, that's something else. Okay, but if you literally disrespected me, let's say you started acting weird, no, not, we are not gonna be friends. We are not gonna be friends. Wow, guys, we have a question. Should exes stay friends? Interesting. Should exes stay friends? Dama says it's possible. It's possible that some people parted ways on bad terms. In that case, I understand not staying in touch. Yeah, yeah. Oh, let's say the other person. It should, maybe sometimes, you know, other people usually ghost people. Like, you have not communicated, they just start ghosting you. They just go silent all of a sudden. I remember there was a time this guy who ghosted me. Like, I was still in campus, so it wasn't a formal. But first of all, in campus, personally, I was not trying to get into like serious relationship. See, like the way people in campus usually get into relationships, preparing for the future, I have never been that type of a person. So there was this guy. When I met him, like, okay, let me not give so much details in case somebody crucial watches this. But the thing is, like, we were just cool, okay? We were just cool. And one thing that I learned through that relationship, okay, it's okay to be low maintenance, but don't be too low maintenance. I'm that type of a person, like I said, when we go out somewhere, I'm not ordering the most expensive thing on the menu. I'm ordering something that I can afford myself. Okay, so the thing is, I was low maintenance, and then all of a sudden, one day so I kind of like knew that he was having other females in his life, okay? So what I did when we went shopping, because I was still in campus, so sometimes I would go shopping and stuff like that. So, but then that specific day, I just don't know what I said or what I did. When I went back to campus and I was just sitting there waiting for him to text, he never texted me back. Ghost. So I'm there sending messages. How are you doing? Like, what's up? Did you wake up? No response. But I can see he's online. He's even posting statuses. Okay, he just went silent like that for like, I think, 2 weeks. Okay, and then when he finally, of course, I stopped like also messaging, because as a boy, you gotta stop. Okay, but there's nothing as bad as being ghosted. I cannot be friends with someone who ghosted me. Yeah. You know, you'd rather come here and say, you know, I don't think we are compatible anymore, or you're not my type anymore, or I found somebody. But just waiting, going missing, all of a sudden is literally insane. Okay. George says, my exes should never be friends because they would send a beautiful lady to me to test my loyalty. Okay, wow. Okay, but you know, I feel like as far as you've dated somebody, they have been your woman, they have been your man for a bit of time. You literally know who they are, so you know if they are worth being friends or not. DK Ugo says, my exes should not remain friends. Feelings do linger. It could affect the new budding relationship. And that's the other thing. Like, there's just a way that, like, that person can look at you and then you just, this is somebody that you're attracted to, remember? And also, this is somebody that you've been intimate with them. So, which means anytime, like, anytime, I don't, yeah, even if you're in another relationship, it could take you guys to a very bad place. Like, you could end up doing something and then regretting. That's why I usually think about, like, baby daddies. Let's say you're married to someone with, like, a child with another person and they are co-parenting. I would literally be so insecure because I know it can happen when you guys are, let's say you are putting the child to sleep or anything, something just snaps and you go back. Okay, yeah, so that, I feel like that's possible. It's Trey. Hi Trey, good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Should exes stay friends? And as you guys answer that, I'm gonna write the next question. Okay, wow. Oh, the thing that I usually used to write have disappeared. Why? Have I explored the number of questions that I can ask? What? What is it like in New York City? Close. Wow. Where do I tap? Oh my god, now I can't type the questions in the screen anymore. That's crazy. Why would it do that? Or does it have like limits, like the number of times you can type? Maybe it does. Told you guys this is real life. Okay, hope it returns by itself. Judge says my exes remains my exes. I can't allow them to come back in my life to me. They are just archive documents to you. Oh my god, I feel like you're so serious about that. They're just archive documents, okay? Wow. Okay, could your ex, the one that you didn't end on bad terms, could they call you when they have an emergency and you show up, like, okay, you show up for them? Reactions, pop out chat, send feedback. What's wrong with me? Okay, the thing for like quick Q&A just disappeared. So I'll just type them like questions. I was for sure enjoying that. I don't know what happened now. I can't type my questions anymore. Okay, let's do the one that's next. Okay, this one is interesting. But I kind of like this style where like you guys can answer from the screen. But you know what? Georges says I will be back. Okay, okay, Georges. Would you rather know your future or change the past? Would you rather know your future or change the past? Would you rather know your future or change the past? Eh, eh. Would you rather change your future or change the past? Oh, would you rather know your future or change the past? Oh, that's the question. Yes, interesting. You know, you guys are used to now me typing the question on the screen. God, what's wrong with this thing? Why is it disappear? Would you rather know your future or change the past? La la la. Let's see, let's see. Would you rather know your future or change the past? Wow. For me, I think I would rather. Okay. DK says neither knowing the past or future is of no help. Navigating the present is enough headache for a lifetime. Okay, but if you were told to choose one, would you rather, like, you have to choose one. If you were told to choose one, what would you choose? Knowing your future or changing the past? If you were to choose one, like, there's no option of being in the present, like, you have to choose one. Okay, would you rather change your future? Would you rather know your future or change the past? Would you rather know your future or change the past? Would you rather change your future? Would you rather know your future or change the past? Wow. Would you rather know your future or change the past? Lord, I'm just feeling so upset with that thing disappearing. I don't know what I'll do to have it back. Maybe this phone is supposed to create highlights. Would you rather... Okay, let me pin the question because that's the only thing we can do right now. Hey, guys, are you watching the sun hit me real quick? Would you rather know your future or change the past? Would you rather know your future? Dike says, knowing the future is it for me. If I am forced to choose one, me too. I think, like, I would want to know the future. Like, why would I want to change the past? There's nothing that I can do about that. The only past that I would like to change is I would maybe want to be born in, like, a lot of wealth. But no, I just want to know my future. No, I would rather know my future instead of changing my past. My past is my past. It doesn't help anything. And I feel like your past makes you who you are. The person that you are today is because your past. Okay, we all regret, let's say, oh, we are like, okay, oh, I wish I was born in a different family where there is wealth, where there is... The truth is, even you guys, I've told you some of my experiences growing up, okay? But the truth is, if I didn't have those experiences, we wouldn't be having the one boy that we have today. I am one boy maybe we wouldn't even have this thing that I'm doing right now. So yeah, no, for me, I would rather know the future. The past has already happened. Yeah, I can only deal with the future. The past is just not a concern for me. Okay, not a concern. The past is... But I feel like when you ask people who have done crimes, that they regret, they would tell you that they would rather do what? They would tell you they would rather change the future, because for people who have done crimes, it's like you want to go back and take that back. Maybe you didn't think right, maybe there's so many reasons why you would want to change the past. The past could be a lesson for the future. Exactly, exactly. uh this, that thing disappearing, maybe because I exhausted the questions that I could ask on the Q&A, is just wrong, like pissing me off. Anyway, let's go. There's that question on the screen, guys. Pinned. Let's look at the next one. Wow, we're almost finishing up with the questions, guys. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, finish a sentence. I have to type here. Finish the sentence. I would never. Okay, finish a sentence. I would rather date someone who. I would rather. I would never. Okay, finish the sentence. I would never date someone who. And this is our last question, guys. So participate. Finish the sentence. I would never date someone who. Finish the sentence. I would never date someone who is arrogant. For me, it's arrogant. Finish the sentence. I would never date someone who is arrogant. That's it. Okay, we need another person to say the yes, guys, as we wind up. It's time to wind up. Farouk Abdullah says hi to you, Farouk. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream, Abdullah. Okay, so finish the sentence. I would never date someone who. And that's the last question for the stream, guys, today. Oh my god, I would never date someone who. Let me give you guys a second. How are you doing over there? I'm doing great. How are you doing? Okay, finish a sentence. I would never date someone who. I would never date someone who. Finish a sentence. I would never date someone who. Finish a sentence. I would never date someone who. I will never date someone who is ingrate and selfish. Okay. Jerry Hayes. Is that how you pronounce your name? Jerry Hayes. Wow, Jerry Hayes. Hi from United States of America. Good morning to you, Jerry. How are you doing? So we are doing finish a sentence. I would never date someone who. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Farouk, Jerry, and everyone else. Okay, my name is Omboy. I was born and raised in Kenya. So finish a sentence. I would never date someone who. Finish the sentence. I would never date someone who. For me, who is arrogant and toxic. Okay, finish the sentence. I would never. Guys, we are winding up. Finish the sentence. I would never date someone who is arrogant. Okay, so guys, we are literally winding up. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you are liking and subscribing. Okay, I know Georgie says that they're gonna be back. Farouk says, I will never date someone who always think about herself alone and careless. Oh, okay. Okay, I would never date someone who is not clean. Okay, I would never date someone who is abusive. I would never date someone who is mean. Okay, finish the sentence. Let's get your finish the sentence. Finish the sentence. I would never date someone who... Guys, we are winding up. My good name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. 2 good hours. Okay, 2 good hours. Oh my god. I appreciate every one of you for showing up. Hopefully I'll start feeling better as days goes by. But we still have the finish the sentence. I would never date someone who... Okay, guys, like the live stream. If you just joined the live stream, like the live stream. Like the live stream. So for me, I would never date someone who is lazy. I would never date someone who never thinks about the future. You're looking beautiful. Thank you. I would never date someone who... Finish the sentence, guys. Finish the sentence. Okay, guys. I think that brings us to the end of the live stream. Interact me in my comment section with other videos that I've already posted. So you guys, I'm gonna see you guys. I don't like saying when I'm gonna see you, so that like whenever you see me, whenever you see me, make sure you're subscribed so that you can get notified when I go live. Okay, make sure you're subscribed so you can get notified when I go live. Oh my god, this has been such a good what is it called, spend an afternoon with me. I will never date a girl who doesn't like my behavior, or who like my hustle, or who doesn't like your hustle. Okay, that's a valid one. Okay, I would never date a person who does not respect my career. Okay, so guys, I hope you're subscribed so that you can get notified when I go live. So thank you so much for being here. Keep interacting with my content, guys. Watch my videos if possible. We are trying to get the watch hours, guys. I believe we shall do it. Like, so far so good. So see you guys the next time. Bye bye.